All right, Groomer, we're back. Only one of us made it to the finals, though. Unfortunately, I'll have to
We
be
had a prediction that I
a.
don't think Bun was very believable. That video, I was still trying to figure out what happened at the end there, what we said at the end, and
Dude,
then
that
it was
video was so funny.
pretty
Like
good.
when we make like these 20, 30, 40 minute episodes, right? There's always like sound bites. But for Bun to spend the time putting the sound bites together, like, oh, that was pretty fucking good.
It was good, and like the whole zoom in on my face when I'm like looking like this, they're just making the
Yeah.
part.
I did get such a kick out of that. And
Oh,
like
he loved it the entire time because of course he wins. So
yeah, exactly. So I wonder when he had that ready too. Like I wonder if he whipped it up Sunday night or if he had that sitting there all week long.
I mean, he could have put it up Friday, Saturday
Cause
night.
it's literally what I woke up to Monday.
Yeah.
It's like the first notification on my phone is Kevin Bunn tagged me in a post on Facebook and I'm like, fuck. Like I knew it
What's
was gonna
this
be
gonna
like a
be?
sound bite, but I didn't know it'd be like that.
Dove really hard into it, but
Yeah. But yeah, I guess we can talk about last week.
I'll start with my matchup.
Yeah, let's start with yours.
So I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I guess it would have been Wednesday morning then,
Yep.
after Jamie got a shutout against Edmonton. And I went to bed. I was going to bed, and Abby, we were just hanging out. And I said, Abby, I don't like this matchup tonight. She's like, obviously, has no idea what the hell I'm talking about. And I said, I don't like Edmonton for some reason in Dallas tonight. I don't think it's going to go well for me. She goes, what do you mean well for you? I was like, well, I'm playing blah, blah, blah. I'm playing Jamie Hughes Ottinger. Sure enough, wake up at like 3:30 in the morning to take a pee. I look 5-0. And then I look, Grubauer gets lit up for all five.
Yeah.
And I was like, what do I do? And my dog was laying there. And I was like, I didn't want to be too loud. I was pissed. And I said, you know what? I got to get that Kevin Bunn mojo going. And I just left the group chat. And I was like, this has got to work for me. I don't want to be around any of the noise, like anybody talking. I don't want Jack to be like, oh, Groomer, you're blah, blah. Like, I didn't want any of it. So I was like, I got to get out of here. And I did. We kept the plan. I mean, then after that point, it's kind of cool then because you can just go for as many wins as you want, get as many goalie plays as you can. And that's what I was looking to do. And it worked out. And my players kept doing enough. I got that huge jump on face-off wins and hits. I didn't know if Jamie was going to kind of maybe try to battle back with waiver ads there, but I figured that I was going to be able to win hits and face-offs no matter what. And then with the wins, and then it just came down to, can we get points? Can we stick with points? Can plus minus still be a thing? And can we battle back in special team goals? And we pretty much did it in everything. It was a hell of a matchup.
It was a hell of a matchup. I'm looking at all the total stats right now. It's like you said, you ended up getting 9 goalie starts last week. Cause yeah, once a team starts out like that, I mean, yeah, you're just like get as many goalie starts as you can, try and win wins. Like if you get 9 goalie starts, you're kind of expecting a shutout. I think that's roughly what the odds of a shutout are. Like, in theory, if you have 8 goalie starts, you should probably get a shutout or something like that.
It'd be nice.
Yeah, and it was an absolute tight one into Sunday. I went golfing with Sam. We took a look at the matchup. I went, Groom's fucked. He's got less guys than Jamie. Jamie has all his stars playing. And then the magic happened, and Tim Stützle ruled out. Mikko Rantanen ruled out. Jack Roslovic, was he a healthy scratch? Looks like Jack Roslovic was a healthy scratch on Sunday. It just went your way. Like, you know, he's got some superstars in Aho and Hintz and Vucinovic, and they played in some high-scoring games. Like, the Hintz game was 7-4 for Dallas. St. Louis had 6 goals, but these guys only came away with like 1 point.
We were chatting. I didn't like the mojo. I didn't like the vibes looking at our schedules for the day. I thought he's got a lot of his guys going, just like you mentioned. And we actually chatted, Jamie and I, back and forth. And I didn't know at the time he mentioned it about Rantanen and Stützle being out. And like I mentioned before, I didn't have Spech on the Friday, which I thought sucked, but it's the way it went. I had a feeling though. There was some sort of feel that it was going to happen. Obviously, I didn't freaking fall asleep till the end of that game. I was like, okay. I was looking at it, it was like midnight, and I said, okay, this game should be over by 12:30. Sit here till 12:30, then check your phone again, and just hope for the best.
Yeah.
And the best is going to the final.
Yeah, I actually I don't see Jamie too much, but I ran into him at the bar Saturday night. I went into the bar, all the people had left that I was gonna go see, and I just grabbed a drink and sat at the bar, and James came up and we started shooting the shit about fantasy. I was like, your matchup's gonna come right down to it, and I think I'm pretty fucked, but Sunday, anything can happen, but
yeah, on your side, you needed a lot of assists in the end, right? Like that was kind of the big one.
I needed a lot of assists, but he had quite a few more games played. I think it was like a 6-9 advantage for him. And then 2 goalie wins and a shutout would have been like, could have got me to the edge, but without the tiebreaker, I was a little fucked. Like we were battling in plus minus, we were battling in assists, we were battling in hits. But then, like, he had all 4 goalie categories, like, almost locked up. I did what I could, honestly. But staying with your matchup, though, like, I do gotta say, when it comes down to playoff hockey, like, it's all about the waivers. It really is all about the waivers. Because, like I'm going back to Friday. And James only lost by, like, a couple points. And he decided to play... He picked up Jack Roslovic off waivers, and that was the only pickup he made going into the weekend. And I don't even know if he was able to play Roslovic on the Saturday. He might have had a full line. No, so he got Roslovic in for 2 games, I think, but I don't think Roslovic did anything. And then, you got to look at Spencer Knight doing nothing on your bench when you lose by a goal or 2 assists or 3 points, right? Like, you look at those things and you're like, damn, like, if you just make the right ad on Friday or the right ad earlier in the week, I mean, I think if you don't have Spencer Knight, you're rocking another player, you probably get those points. Like, that's why every point matters, every ad matters so much.
I dove in hard on Brendan Saad for the weekend because he was playing Anaheim and San Jose, I think it was. It was 2 bottom tier teams or whatever, but he did nothing. He did absolutely nothing. And I was like, are you kidding me? That would have been frustrating because he's been on quite a heater as of late, but yeah.
Yeah, his one ad of the week was Jack Roslovic, or on the Friday, and he got 2 games out of him. He got healthy scratched 1 game and no points, -1 the other game. And like, I'm looking at his team and I can't say like, hey, you should have dropped someone because he doesn't have very many droppable players. But, I do look at like Scott Wedgwood or Spencer Knight where it's like, maybe I should have ditched Wedgwood if you had kind of the goalie categories locked up, or maybe I should have just traded Spencer Knight at the deadline.
Yeah. Maybe he'll drop Wedgwood in your matchup, though.
I mean, it would probably help him, but also I don't know what Dallas' schedule is like this week. I don't know if they have back-to-backs or anything like that.
I'm not sure.
I guess, yeah, we'll talk about Bun and I's matchup. It was painful to play against, man. Like, he sent out a goalie. His goalies played the same night, so he only had 3 nights where he had goalies playing, but he had 2 goalies going each night. So he got 6 goalie starts, 6 wins, let in 10 goals on the week, got a shutout. Like, and I started the week off with like a terrible start. So I did what you did. I chased goalie starts. I started 11 goalies last week.
Wow.
I picked up. I started the week. I was like, hey, I might need goalie starts. I'm just gonna start by streaming goalies. I picked up Varlamov, got a win. I picked up Silovs on the second waiver and got a win. I picked up Ned on the weekend and got a win. I picked up Lankinen on the weekend and he let in one goal and got the loss.
Yeah, that's tough.
But Georgiev played one game, let in 6 goals. Charlie Lindgren played 3 games, let in 12 goals. Neither of them got a win.
That's a tough hole to climb out of.
It's tough.
Netty's been playing hot. Great pickup.
Yeah, I spent everything. Like, I left myself $1 for each waiver for the end of the year because I really thought it was all in on the weekend.
Yeah.
I do say, like, I was a little biased towards the Brent Burns pick because I kind of just wanted to beat Bunn with the guy he dropped. But I was like, Brent Burns is probably, like, the best case to get me a couple assists. Like, he could actually have a 3-assist game where there's not a ton of free agents that could.
Right. Yeah, there was not much going on in free agency, man. Like, it's so hard to find those points.
Mm-hmm. But, I mean, we did battle all the way. Like, it came down to 2 assists, and plus-minus was pretty square up until the weekend, and hits was pretty even till, like, the final day. So, it was definitely a battle, but I was starting to lose hope when he got that goalie start. And just a couple good goalie starts versus a couple bad ones, and you're like, holy shit, I've already lost 3 categories, and I don't have a tiebreaker, so it's like, I gotta win 5 or 6 player categories, like shit.
You want to hit on your preview matchup with Jamie?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we're pretty evenly matched. When I went to, when I did my little bit of research to make waiver ads, I went, we're pretty evenly matched. I'm not gonna do 3 guys a night and drop all these dudes. Like, at this point, I'm just gonna roster Ned till the end of the year because it is a 3rd place battle. It is what it is, but I think we're like evenly matched all across the boards. We went after 2 different things to start the week. He's going after hits in free agency. I went after face-off wins in free agency. My goalies are just shit right now. Like, I'm looking at my GA right now, 3-0, 3 point something, almost a sub 900 save percentage. So, what are you gonna do? I didn't even check to see if my goalies were starting today. That's how little I gave a fuck. I'm gonna go onto my team right now and okay, Charlie Lindgren and Chesty are starting today, so that's good.
Yeah.
I literally didn't even check. I usually set an alarm every day, and I just didn't care today.
You were telling me last week or last Friday, you were like, oh, I'm just going to set my lines and hope for the best. But then you were picking up Lankin and stuff, because I looked at him. Because Steph kind of ruined the plan by picking up Kakkonen, but it worked out in the end because did you see the Saturday night or Sunday game? Kakkonen got hurt and he left the game, and Allen went in.
Yeah, that's
so I had a choice of goalies to put in the lineup. So I actually swapped Allen back into the starting lineup just in case, and it worked out because then I saw if my goalies weren't so bad earlier in the week too, that really helped the goals against average and save percentage because Allen came in and I think he only gave up 1 goal, but he played like over half the game. And then I was hoping Jamie was going to maybe play his goalies on Sunday. And then I saw he moved him out and I messaged him right away. He goes, well, I can't win anyway because Allen got the win for that Jersey game, the Devils game. And then, I wasn't going to catch him, but I was hoping that he would. Can't remember what I was going to say now, but mostly it was just about you pretending you weren't going to pick anybody up, and then you did.
I mean, well, I didn't have to like make any decisions other than checking Sunday goalies.
Right.
Because I didn't like have to make any player decisions. Like I had like all the guys I could in my line, like player wise, I didn't have any roster decisions to make. So it was literally just Sunday. I set an alarm for 3:30 and checked who was starting, and I made the decision to sit Georgiev and play Lindgren, and they both fucking lost. So, story of the week. But I mean, Jamie and I are gonna have a little battle, but we are missing our top stars now. It looks like Connor McDavid could miss a couple days. Rantanen's gonna miss a couple days. Tim Stützle is still out tonight, so we're just both banged up, and I'll definitely it is what it is. It's third place. Who cares? If you're not first, you're last. I mean, it's 50, it's $50, but it is what it is.
Is it $50?
I think you can just win your money back for third place. So,
are we up to $50 now?
I don't know. Maybe.
I think we did something.
I hope so.
Yeah, something.
But let's talk about the big matchup. Toronto Gilmores versus North Korea. I'm looking at the score right now. We're pretty well dead even. There's no for sure categories. You took a hefty lead in hits so far.
Man, Simone Benoit just hits. He just hits.
Yeah,
it's everything.
He was on my list of pickups. I only made one waiver ad. You know how little I give a fuck? I only have 4 ads pending for tomorrow. Not 30. I don't have 30 ads. That's when you know I've given up. I only got 4 ads.
Maybe more in the morning. You never know.
Yeah, but you're both pitching a shutout to start. You know, Alex Lyons pitching a shutout versus Jeremy Swayman, both on shutout watch in the first period.
Who else do I have going tonight? Oh, Grubauer's going tonight. Jake Allen against Toronto. I'm not messing around with that, though. Didn't want that. The way it lays out right now is I'm hoping Grubauer is starting tonight. I hope he doesn't start next game. I think that's the way it goes. And then Thursday or Friday or something, he has San Jose. So that would work out well. But yeah, I mean, Bun's in the situation again with the 4 goalies. He's going to only have, I think, 6 starts. Again,
no, the extended week, he'll have all the starts. Yeah. So with the
that'll be interesting, the extended week, because the last game of the season is actually on Thursday. So we'll have 2 more waiver ads. But then I always get scared, like, when are these teams going to start sitting players next week already?
They usually only sit them like the last game of the season or so. But so I'm looking at the schedule right now. Boston only has a 2-game week. They have Carolina and Pittsburgh. Winnipeg has Nashville, at Dallas, at Colorado. So not a good schedule for Bun's goalies. And then to finish the season, Buffalo has at Washington and then home against the Senators. So pretty favorable matchup next week. And Winnipeg has at home for Seattle and then Vancouver to finish the season. So he is going to get 9 goalie starts. You'll get probably about that too, if not more, but yeah, your goalies don't have a very favorable schedule either.
No.
You got San Jose.
Middle ones in there.
Yeah.
But
I like the Alex Lyon pickup because you just need starts at this point.
Yeah.
My one thing, like obviously it's just sports, but I find in all fantasy leagues, like Bunn just had such a good goalie week that you never like consistently do that, right? Because both the teams now are on like 3 or 4 game win streaks. Those win streaks always come to an end. So, you know, Bunn had such a good goalie week last week that it's like it's inevitable that he's not going to have a good goalie week this week.
Right.
I think. Who knows though with those goalies?
Who knows? Bunn would have beaten me 8-1 if we played each other last week. I looked at that. But, I mean, yeah, it would have been probably the exact same way with the goalies being swept. And then we both had so many face-off wins. It was insane.
Yeah, you both broke the record. He broke it by like 30.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm looking at it right now. You guys tied in goals. He barely beat you in assists. Points was pretty close. He beat you in plus minus, beat you in face-offs. You won in hits, but it was tied in special teams goals. And then he had a crazy goalie week, so yeah, he would have swept you in the goalie categories.
Yeah. So maybe it was 7-2-2 or something then.
But then, if you go back 2 weeks, you take the goals, you take the assists, you take the points, you take the plus minus, you take the face-off wins, you take the hits. There's your 6 categories right there. And then he would have swept you again in the goalie categories.
So he's due. He's due for a shitty goalie week.
Actually, no, he wouldn't have swept you. I was reading Sam's stats. He would have tied you in a couple. He is due for a bad goalie week. Bun, clip it. I want Toronto Gilmores to win so goddamn bad. One guy watches hockey, and the other one just looks at the stats at the end of the night.
Yeah, what a jerk, eh?
What a jerk.
Such a good team.
Yeah, such a good team, and, doesn't even know who he's got half the time.
I might benefit in the end. I know everybody else can still make ads or whatever, but he's only got $5 left, and I got 14.
That's a huge benefit.
With 1, 2, 3, 4 more wires to come. I don't know what I'm doing yet tomorrow. I have one thing in right now because Foligno's out. It says already Foligno's not playing tomorrow.
I saw that.
That's personal reasons, so who knows. And then, of course, I got, I can drop a couple other guys. I'll probably hang on to Benoit for the Thursday game anyway, just for the hit side. Having Brody on my team last night was hilarious, and he got an assist. He was looking insane. Like, I obviously watched a lot of Leaf games, but that was one of the better games I've seen Brody play. It was pretty decent. But I hope
you're definitely gonna have a games played advantage over him because he runs so few D that you'll have an advantage at D no matter what. And then using the waiver will be huge if he only has $5.
I mean, he's not. I think he sat Boogstad and Holla tonight, so he's comfortable where he's going to be at with face-off wins after tonight. I think I'll probably tie him in face-off wins tonight alone, but then yesterday I think he had 15 or maybe more. And then what was the other thing I looked at? Because I think he put Patrick Kane in his utility spot rather than a face-off or hits person. But then I still wonder if what guys Bun might end up dropping if he has to. Like maybe Brossoit.
I mean, Nick Bjugstad's out now, so he's dropping him tomorrow. That's one of his ads.
And then Holla is he has a purpose, but will he need that purpose to go as far as next Monday or something like that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to give too much info, but I would just be looking at the schedule. If you only have 5 ads, it's like what team only has a couple games this week and what team... Like, Boston only plays 2 games this week. So obviously, that hurts that he has Pasta. And it hurts that he has the goalies.
Yeah. And Boogstad is out now, you say?
Yeah, so not helping him in face-off wins there. And then, there's only a couple teams that have 4 games this week. The Leafs, Vegas,
Edmonton,
Calgary, and Arizona. No, Edmonton doesn't even have 4 games this week.
Oh, no.
But, following week will be a little tricky because every team plays 1 or 2 games. And then not to give anything away, but I was juicing up Connor McDavid playing 3 games next week.
Yeah.
Edmonton's the only team that plays 3 games next week.
Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah, that's what it is. In my other league, I jumped the gun and I already picked up. I dropped Matthias Ekholm the other day and I picked him up, even though I wasn't getting a start out of him today. But I was like, long term for the next 5 days, I get a couple starts.
Yeah, exactly. Might not need him on the exact day, but
yeah.
looking down the road. It's so weird, man. I put so much time into this, and it's the only dynasty hockey league I'm in, but I feel like I'm playing with house money. Feels weird. I'm not nervous like I was in the first 2 rounds. I'm like happy with where we are, but of course we're not satisfied, I guess. It's weird too because I like my team more now than I think I ever have in the 8 years that we've done this pool. Like I still think I only have about 3, maybe 4 years left of good hockey out of these boys. But then again, I almost missed the playoffs this year, but the ads at the trade deadline were huge. So
Man.
yeah, it's weird, man. I think we're almost there. We'll just have to see what happens.
The waivers too, like, man, you don't need depth if you have Fab. It's crazy. Like the last time I won, I had 5 flexible roster spots. I was making 5 ads every waiver period. Like, because I only had like 18 good players, and then everyone else was on my IR. So I had like 5 guys I was just super comfortable to drop.
Is that like your Alex Iafallo year or something?
I don't even know. Yeah, I had a weird team that year, but I just didn't have the depth.
Right.
And then like you see like probably the most depth teams in this league is North Korea and James. And like they're not keeping up on the waivers. So it's just how tight is your matchup going to be? If it comes down to like a couple assists, it's like what could you have done on the waivers to help that case?
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting.
It'll be good. Well, I mean, we could both lose and this next pod will be shit.
I guess I do got to make a prediction. So I got to take a quick gander at what we got here. Okay. Ooh, Barkov only's got 4 games. Oh, this only shows me some guys. Only shows me the guys that have played already. All right, who did I say Boston has? They got Washington and Ottawa next week. Okay, so your path to winning, I think you two are going to compete all the way in face-off wins, but you having the waivers could be a huge benefit. I think you'll win hits. Shutouts, let's just call it a tie because I'm not going to predict a shutout, but you might have like 12 goalie starts. I guess there will be shutouts this week.
There could, or just a bunch of high-scoring games.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I give Bunn a definite advantage in the points categories, but I don't think his team's been scoring a ton of goals lately either. I'm going to go back even a week further. Check it out, week 1. Go back to the last week of the regular season. So Bunn's probably going to win plus minus. Yeah, you guys are definitely going to battle in face-off wins. You should win hits. I think you could take wins. He'll probably take I got to take Bunn. I think he'll win GAA and save percentage because his goalies are that good. Shutouts, it's either going to be a tie or he'll win. I think one of his goalies will probably put up a shutout. I'll give you wins. I'll give him special teams goals. I'll give you hits. So that's like 4 to 2. I'll give you face-off wins with the waiver ads, 4 to 3. I'll give him plus minus 5 to 3.
And then there's the points. Damn it.
And then it's gonna come down to points where you kind of almost have to sweep the points categories. So I'll take Bunn to win 2 of the 3 points categories, points and assists probably. I'll take Bunn to win 7-4 or 6-5-1 or 6-4-1. That's my prediction.
Yeah, I was hovering around the same, maybe even 7-3-1. Yeah, we'll just have to put our nose down and see what we got, grind it out. And then I have, I don't know, I think your matchup will be something around the same in 6-4-1. It's so close. The last 4 teams have been so close. Even the last 6 teams or 8 teams that we had was so close.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I'm curious to see how I'll match up against you guys too at the end of the week, right? Like, I'm not playing waivers that hard. I won't be going after nearly as much. I'm not dropping all these guys, but I'm curious how I'll match up against you guys to see if I could have won the finals, or I always do that at the end of the year, but
yeah,
my GAA is almost at 4 already. We're off to another good week of goalie stats.
I think Jackie was telling me that Beat-On had like 20-something goals last week or the week before.
Damn, I had 20-something goals last week. I had a crazy week. 10 special teams goals.
10 special team goals. I was like, what in the hell is this?
Yeah, that was the problem. They need to score more 5-on-5. That's why I lost plus minus. Bunch of power play scrubs. I do gotta do a shout out to our other Dynasty League. It is Tyler and I in the finals.
Cool.
We've played in the finals before, I believe. I can't remember if I beat him last year or the year before. He's definitely won one of the finals on me. But yeah, we both have sick teams. He has like Crosby and McDavid, so like it's funny because those are the guys that I run on in our other league. Oh my god, our docs are so not up to date. We haven't been updated since 2019. I don't even know. Can't even see our archive to see who won what, but me and Tyler are gonna battle it out in the other league for I think the second or third or maybe even 4th time in the finals.
Wow. Yeah. I think Sambo showed me Tyler's team a couple of years ago, and I was like, how does he have all these guys?
Yeah, he's got Vazzy, Olmark, Crosby, McDavid, Rantanen, Nylander, Ovi, McKinnon. He's got McKinnon, McDavid, and Crosby. Crazy. And yet, I'm going to beat him by pure just grit and grind, baby.
What the? So he's putting all his attention into that league because
I guess so.
Absolutely hates GDHL.
I think I've played in this league. I want to say I've played in the finals every year. I think I'm like 4 straight years. This will be my 5th straight year in the finals. I've won 2 in a row. I'm going for a 3-peat. So,
is that like a Laurentian league that you jumped in?
That is, I just took over a team, and it was a good team, and I took it over, and it was immediately good, and I've done the whole I sell all my picks and all my prospects to upgrade.
Yeah.
I did trade away Matthews in this league for Igor Shesterkin. Yeah.
It's a good trade.
Shesterkin's got a 10 GAA right now. What's going on here?
Whoa.
All right. Well, I do got to get going here. Got to go to a meeting.
When will I drop Marc-Andre Fleury?
Man, see, when it comes down to the final weekend or week, yeah, I feel like those guys are just droppable.
Well, I don't even know if he's going to retire, so he's not starting. Jesper Wallstead got the shutty last Sunday.
Yeah, retire or not, though, it's when you're in the finals, it's just who cares if I'm getting one more year out of Fleury? I need 2 players' stats, and yeah.
Yeah. Again, like I said last pod with Toffoli, it might just have to happen. Later, I got him on the bench for McCarron tonight because of face-off wins and hits.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a 30-goal scorer sitting on a bench in the playoffs. It just feels wrong, but I don't know.
It's crazy. In that other Yahoo league I was just talking about on Sunday, I was golfing with Sam. He had to make a last-minute push to beat Tyler to go to the finals. They came down to a tiebreaker. It ended 5-5-1. Tyler was the 2 seed. Sam was the 3 seed. And I was like, oh yeah, like drop Marchessault and make an ad, because he was like, do I drop someone that's not played and then I pick someone up? I'm like, yeah, you gotta do whatever you can to get in the final. I picked up Marchessault the next day. Or maybe even that night I went and picked up Marchessault. Yeah, man, yeah, drop him.
Yeah.
No one will even notice he's on waivers. Literally like 20 minutes later, I'm picking him up.
Do you guys run off Fab too?
We don't know. Like, that's why it was that open waiver. Like, as soon as he drops the guy, you can just pick him up.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there's no waivers or nothing. It's a wild process. At the start of the year, we need to get Fab, but at the start of the year, there's like a time set for like a 6 p.m. on a Wednesday night, and like you just add anyone out of free agency. And because it's only a 10-man league, like you get so many studs out of free agency. Like I've gotten Georgiev, like all my goalies I've gotten out of free agency. Jordan Binnington, Georgiev, like you name it. It's wild.
That's a lot.
But I wish you guys luck. No, I don't. I wish you luck. Fuck Bun.
Yeah.
Can't wish Bun any luck.
I mean, the same guys keep winning our pool, so something's got to change.
Something's got to change. We need a new champ. We need a fun champ too. Like I don't even like. Does anyone even remember that Bun's a champ? I don't think he even talks shit. So it's kind of lame if you ask me. I like a champ that talks a little shit. So
anyone but Bun.
Bun. Get the hashtag going.
Get the hashtag going, Richard. Get it going. Richard's not going to watch this full thing anyway.
No. Absolutely.
I want to win so that I can now officially start chirping Richard because I actually won once.
There you go. It feels
and
good.
I'm allowed to say, what the hell is Jacob Brayna doing on your team? You know, shit like that.
It's so much better when you're the champ talking the shit, you know?
Oh, I should stop talking about it. I'll jinx myself, but I'd have a lot of plans with that trophy. A lot of plans with that trophy.
All right, buddy. Well, good luck.
All right. Enjoy your meeting. Good luck this week. And maybe next week will be a bit celebratory.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Maybe a couple podium finishes, maybe not.
All right.
All right, man. Peace.
Peace out.